going on, guys? On a Thursday morning. Oh my God, where is this week going? Right now, I'm headed to the gym. Got up at 5:15, did my business, weighed in, took my check-ins for coach, sent those off already, and now I'm headed to the gym for fasted cardio, posing practice, and we're going to train a little bit of calves. So you guys will get a little insight today into a typical morning routine for Big Freakin' Neo right now. What that entails, first, calves. Now, every morning I train either calves or abs, fasted. I found that trying to fit those muscle groups into my regular training session later in the day is just kind of a pain in the butt, and I always end up rushing it, or I throw it in as an afterthought at the end. I don't have a lot of energy to put into it, and I feel those muscle groups suffer because of it. My remedy for that is to train those muscle groups in the morning. So I alternate. One day I'll train calves, the next day I'll train abs. And I alternate between cable crunches or hanging leg raises for the abs. It ends up being 3 times a week. So one week it will be twice on the leg raises, once on the crunches. The next week will be the opposite. For calves, I superset seated calf raises with the Cybex donkey calf raise machine. Bunch of reps. That combo is what I found works the best for my calves, rather than just doing straight sets of one machine. I feel the volume and the fatigue I get from supersetting the two is really what my calves respond best to, and ultimately what they need to grow. So we're headed to the gym to get that done. First, we're going to do the calves, then we're going to do a round of posing, then we will do cardio, and then we will do one more round of posing post-cardio. The reason I like to split up the posing like that is I like to do one round fresh when I'm feeling strong, not winded, and I can really put a lot of energy into the posing itself. And then I like to do one round where I'm a little bit handicapped. The reason posing post-cardio is effective for me is because it forces me to control my breathing when I'm out of breath. It helps me focus on chest breathing rather than stomach breathing, and it sort of imitates the same scenario as if I were on stage posing hard through multiple rounds and getting out of breath. Over time, it trains you how to pose when you're in that state, which I think is really valuable. That way, when you are on stage posing and you didn't just do 25 minutes of cardio, posing is and breathing during posing is going to feel a lot easier than how it has been when you've been practicing after your cardio. So that's why I like to do it like that. And then we're going to head back home, get in meal 1, which I'll show you guys as well. And then we got some body work to do. So I'm headed to go see my guy, Dr. Michael Klein, who is going to beat the absolute hell out of, actually I think he said we're focusing mainly on quads today, which are always a tight problem area for me, so that'll suck. And I'll take you guys along for that ride as well. Oh, so my special morning drink, let's see if I can grab this without crashing my car. So, my special morning shake. I've got 2 grams of HOSSTILE's Pico 2, 1 scoop of HOSSTILE's Silo 9 EAAs, and 1 scoop of HOSSTILE's glutamine. I sip on this on my way to the gym, and I try to get in about half by the time I start cardio, and then I sip the second half during cardio, and then I usually save one last swig for when I'm all done. I don't know why. Probably because I love the taste, so I like to savor a little bit for the end. And, you know, I've been on prep for several months now, so anything relatively sweet tastes like absolute crack to me right now. Sweets are the only thing that I crave at the moment, so I'm not really craving like pizza, burgers, that stuff so much, but I'm not eating any sugar at all, and that's really all I miss. So this stuff really hits the spot. Here we are,
OG Panda Beats.
the House of Pumps. Okay, so small change of plans. The other calf machine was being used, so instead of my superset, I just did the donkey calf race, 100 reps, as little rest as possible, and as few sets as possible. I actually really liked that, and honestly, it felt a lot harder and more challenging than the superset has been. So, might just do that for a while, and then just alternate machines. Might have been a little happy accident. Blessing in disguise. Alright, time to pose. Okay guys, back home, calves, cardio, and posing all went spectacularly. Posing felt really good today. Posing felt strong, comfortable, felt like I was hitting everything really well. Everything was just clicking. Fortunately, I didn't get any footage of the posing just because I like to listen to music while I pose. I didn't have the right kind of tripod with me to actually set up a good shot, so it would have been way too low of a shot, and basically you would have been looking up at my crotch while I was posing. Okay, so now we're back home. We've got meal one cooked, ready to go. 130 grams of oats, that's dry weight, which is a ton of oats, and 190 grams of chicken breast with 2 whole eggs. I love this meal, guys. This is one of my favorite meals of the day. I really like the eggs mixed with the chicken. I cook them sunny side up so they're nice and runny, and then I mix them all together. I love oats. I sweeten it with stevia and a stevia-based syrup, just a touch, 0 calories. But again, all I'm craving right now is sweets, so right now it tastes phenomenal. Anyway, I'm salivating talking about it. I'm really hungry this morning, So I'm gonna dig in. We'll pick this back up at Dr. Klein's office, and I'll show you guys some body work later on. But right now, I'm eating. All right, guys, we are headed in for some body work. Ready to get the absolute crap beaten out of my quads right now. It's gonna hurt. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. How's prep going?
It's going good, man. It's going really good. Are you beating up on my quads today first?
No, let's do it.
Okay.
You got shorts on?
God, I do not.
Well, you good with that on the video?
That's fine. Yeah. I think I got long.
Just keep one leg in.
Okay.
Pull the other leg out. We'll work one leg at a time.
Okay.
So, quads are sore. Anything specific going on as far as any knee pain, any hip pain, any pinching?
Not particularly. Here,
okay.
I would say left is generally the problem area.
Okay.
That's where I've had that hip. It was kind of like my TFL before.
Yeah.
So yeah, left side is generally the tighter of the two. Oddly enough, if I do get any knee soreness, it's usually on the right side.
Okay. Below the patella or above the patella?
Right below the kneecap.
Okay.
Kind of in that like Osgood Schlatter.
Yep.
Bump.
Right on that tibial tuberosity.
Yeah.
Left side, lateral quad, typically tight.
Yeah, it was like right up. I thought it was my TFL because it's right through there.
Okay.
But Marshall was saying that's more like lateral quad.
Yeah. Typically, you'll feel like right over the greater trochanter, like right over the peak of that hip bone.
Okay.
That's a lot of times your like tibial tension or the IT band friction.
Yeah.
When it comes to up in like the front of the pelvis and the attachment, that's probably the lateral quad. Okay. Do we still have that pinching? We still having that?
Honestly, no. That's been actually really good. Maybe once or twice since he worked on it, which was like 6 months ago now.
Okay.
Probably 5-6 months ago. Maybe once or twice I felt like a little bit of tightness there.
Okay.
But no like re-injury,
Sounds good.
For whatever that's worth.
We might take a peek at like foot and lower leg as well, just to kind of make sure everything's firing on all cylinders.
Okay.
Let's go face up to start.
Okay.
See if we can confirm that it is quad.
Okay.
And then what I'll probably do is get in there and start scraping stuff first just to break down, get a little bit deeper, and then depending on whether we find any range of motion issues, we'll figure out if we need to do any pin and stretch to the ART.
Okay. Okay.
Cold shower right before your workout. Go heat yourself back up.
Yeah. Oh, that
you
makes
get fat
sense.
burn and you have a cut and inflammation, so you feel better going in.
Right before cardio too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're even talking about if you look at like tennis athletes and endurance athletes.
Yeah.
They're doing things as simple as submerging hands in water after 15 to 20 minutes of anaerobic activity that causes an increase in heart rate and an increase in core temp.
Okay.
Cool hands, go back to it. And it's showing great improvements in performance.
Yeah, okay.
Because most of the time your body, the reason you get tired, the reason you have adrenaline, it's your body's trying to cool down. Right?
Yeah.
And so if you can give it that assistance, you're going to have an increased level of performance.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, man, I personally love it. If I'm like midday and I'm feeling drained and I'm doing chart notes and I'm like, okay, I still got to get a workout in today.
Yeah.
I'll just hop in a 4-minute cold shower.
Yeah.
Raring to go.
Nice. That's a good idea. I like that.
Hey, you think about cryo, right? It's a preservative.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Cold shock proteins
yourself.
Yeah. Cold shock proteins are like if you were to jump into cold water and your body said, "Oh my God, we're gonna die if we don't lower respiration and bring everything into the organs."
Yeah.
It's literally a preservative. It's wild. It's a crazy thing to look into.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Sweet. Well, thank you, sir.
Of course.
Okay, guys, body work is done. Ooh, that was brutal today. Apparently my quads were such a problem area that's all we really had time for. But God, it felt effective for sure. Got to get to work soon to train my first client, but I have just enough time to treat myself to a nice, plain, black iced Americano at this awesome coffee shop across the street. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to sip on that for a little bit, and then I'm going to head to the gym. Okay, we are back at the gym 6 hours later. It's almost noon right now. I got my coffee. I got my client coming in soon. And there you have it, guys. That was my typical morning routine right now during this sort of rebound prep phase. We are 8 weeks out tomorrow, so that's super exciting. Things are awesome right now. Things are going really, really well. Like I said earlier, food is high. Still staying tight enough to where we haven't started pulling food down yet, but we probably will relatively soon. We'll see. We'll see how conditioning holds. We'll see what my weight does, how I'm looking over the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna guess somewhere around 6 or 7 weeks we'll start pulling down, not aggressively, but a little bit. But ultimately, that's up to Coach Lana. So we'll see what she thinks. But man, thanks for coming along for the ride today, guys. That was a pretty typical insight to a morning in the life of Big Freakin' Neil right now. The body work I'm doing once a week, every Wednesday. As you can see, he's my guy, Michael Klein. He's very good at what he does. He's super knowledgeable. He is really, really good at actually getting in there and manipulating tissue. I've been to chiropractors and physios in the past that are just too gentle. You leave there feeling like you just had a nice light massage. And to be honest, true effective body work sucks while it's happening to you. And it should suck. If it feels good, pleasant, it's probably not doing anything, to be perfectly frank. What I just experienced did not feel good or pleasant. It honestly feels equally or maybe even a little bit more painful than training. What I just experienced in my quads, the sensation in my quads, was just as intense, if not slightly more intense, than taking a set to failure, absolute excruciating failure on, say, a hack squat. That is how, not that it's the same feeling, but in terms of the intensity, that is how body work should feel. And if you're seeing somebody and you're not getting that sensation and it feels like a nice breezy massage, you should probably see somebody else. Go see my guy. If you're in the Kirkland area, go see Michael Klein. You will leave there knowing for sure that what was done to you was effective, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into my life. More content on the way, more training videos always. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next, what body part you might want to see me train. Let me know. Let me know how you're liking the videos. Let me know if you liked the back day and the chest day with Jarell, if you want to see more of us training together, if you want to see some more solo stuff. Yeah, comment below, give me some feedback. Like, share, subscribe if you did like the content. That makes a huge difference, guys. Even if you just, pass this video along to a friend, that makes a big difference as far as just growing my channel. Ultimately, I'm making this content and I'm putting it out there consistently so the channel can grow, so that I can give you guys better and better content, higher and higher quality content going forward. So any help that you can give me to that end is much, much appreciated. It really does mean a lot. Okay. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.